Hi guys, welcome to my channel Short Sums. Here I am back with my new video of our series What Everybody Is Saying by Joy Navarro. So in this video we're going to be discussing about the second chapter of our book What Everybody Is Saying by Joy Navarro. So in the first chapter, as you all know, we have discussed about the body language, the principles which are important to learn the non-verbals, which was our first chapter. Now in this video we're going to be covering our second chapter of this book. So the title of this chapter is Living Our Limbic Letters. Okay, so what is limbic? Okay, so when it comes to the verbal non-verbal communication, there are two parts of our brain which are responsible for this. The first one is the limbic brain and the second one is the neocortex brain. So the limbic brain is the brain which is not regulated cognitively, and this is also known as the honest part of our brain, and this is the most reliable source of information to study the non-verbal communication because this is honest, this is trustworthy. Okay, on the other hand we have the other part of our brain which is called neocortex. Okay, so this is also known as a lying part of our brain because this is the part of the brain which allows us to lie. Obviously this is not a honest, this is not reliable, and this is not a good source to learn the non-verbal communication. Okay, so let us get right into it. So when we are undergoing some threatful or some dangerous situations, then there are three ways in which our body tries to compensate it and to protect us from the potential threat which this situation can cause us. So the three types are the freeze, the flight, and the fight. Okay, so these are the three responses our body does when we are in some dangerous situation. So these are the natural survival potential threats which protect us from these, and these are also driven by our limbic brain. Okay, so let us get deeper into each of them. So let us start with the freeze response. Okay, so the first response is freeze. So in this response we tend to freeze our body, which means that minimal body movements. Okay, we do minimal body movements, and this happens when we are very threatened, right? And this could also result in very less body movements, like also sometimes the interlocking of the hands and the legs under the table, and this is also it also includes the like interlocking of our hands, as I told you guys, and it also includes when we are like in a like conversation with somebody we are not comfortable with, which tends to move our feet towards the direction of the exit. Okay, let us suppose I'm sitting here in a room and I'm communicating with somebody which the situation is very threatful for me. So it is often noticed that I would turn my legs, my feet towards the direction of the exit. Let us suppose this is the exit or this is the door. So you will often see me turning my legs towards this, which means that I am communicating with you guys, but I just want to get out of the room because I'm not interested in this communication at all. Okay, so this is also a behavior or a body language which can tell us that the person is in the freeze response because this person is not very comfortable and very stressful in the situation. So this behavior is also observed when a person is being investigated for a crime, and at this case the person may or may not be lying, but if the person is seen interlocking their legs and like turning their legs towards the exit and like minimal body movements, crossed arms and all these things, which says that the person is very threatened and they are hiding something from you, this may or may not be the conclusion. You should be very careful when you come to a conclusion, but also these are signs which can say us guaranteed that the person is feeling very stressful, very exposed and very threatened. Okay, so let us get to the next response, which is called the flight. So the flight response is kind of like escaping mechanism. So when we are in some situation which we do not like, then the second response that our body does is to escape. So our body tries to find ways through which it can get out of the situation. So it can be also like getting out of the situation. Okay, So the Well, when the person is in flight mechanism, the person is often observed to do these behaviors. These are called blocking behaviors. It means that hiding our face or rubbing eyes or else closing the eyes. When we close our eyes, it means that there is something happening which we do not want to see. So we block our eyes. These are called blocking behaviors. And on the other hand, we also have the behaviors in which the person is, like when the person is in communication with somebody but the person is not interested, the person is always like often seen leaning away from them. So if I'm talking with somebody and I'm not comfortable with it, you will see me leaning away from you, which means that I am not interested. Leaning towards somebody, it means that the person is interested in communicating with you, but leaning away means that the person is very uncomfortable. Okay, so that's all for the flight mechanism. Let us get to fight mechanism. Okay, so when our body has tried our fight and freeze mechanisms, but when it finds that this did not work, then the third mechanism or the third response our body does is fight. Okay, so this means that the person is like involved in some arguments. Okay, so the person tries to win this by aggression. This can be physical encounters, physical fight, as well as the fight through an argument. Okay, so yes, that is all for the behaviors, the responses when our body is in threatful situation. Okay, so now let us study about some of the pacifying behaviors, including our neck. Okay, so we're now going to study about the pacifying behaviors, including some of the body parts right now. Okay, now let us focus on the neck. So when the person is very threatened and very stressful, then the person is often seen to touch their necks and also touch their neck dimple. This part over here, I will attach a picture here. So this is also this is the neck dimple, and when the person is in a stressful situation, the person touches the neck dimple. And if it is a woman, she is seen to play with the necklace, and if it is a man, then you will see the man ventilating himself, which means that pulling the collars away from the body. Okay, so this is also a pacifying behavior which includes the neck, and this is seen when the person is stressed. And also giving a massage to the neck. Okay, this is also seen sometimes when the person is stressed. So this is also a pacifying behavior. The question which rises is, why do we do these behaviors? So when we do these behaviors, it provides us instant relief from the stress. Okay, when we are massaging our neck, let's say, so this provides us instant relief from the stress, right? And also when the person is under very much stress, then it is also the person is also seen sweating more than usual. The person sweating more than usual, it is a sign that the person is very stressed. And also if the person is yawning more than normal, this is also a sign that the person is stressed. Why? Because when we are in very stressful and discomfort situation, our mouth basically gets dried. So when it gets dried, then it needs saliva to moisten our mouth. So when we yawn, saliva comes into our mouth, which moistens them. Okay, so this is the way in which our body tries to compensate the stress, right? So the pacifying behaviors, including our sound whistling, this is one of the signs which provides us instant relief, right? So when we are very stressed, when we whistle, it provides some happy hormones in our body, which helps us to provide some relief from the discomfort, right? So now let us study about the pacifying behaviors, including our legs, right? So when the person is very stressed, the person is often seen massaging their legs and touching their knees, touching their legs, touching their feet, and also giving the feet a little massage. This helps us to get rid of the stress. So this is all for the video, and in this we have basically discussed about our brain, the parts of the brain which are responsible, which was not very important, but I just explained it to you guys because it was mentioned in the book. And after that we have discussed about the responses, the fight, freeze, and flight. I messed up with the order, I'm so sorry. And then we have discussed about the pacifying behaviors, right? So these all are the pacifying behaviors which are mentioned in the book right now. So So that was all for this video. I hope that you liked it and I hope you learned something new. We are going to meet again with the next chapter of this book, which is called Getting a Leg Up on the Body Language. So in this we're going to study about the body language signs which include our legs or our feet, whatever. Okay, so I hope that you like this video. If you really did, then give it a thumbs up, and you can also share it with everybody if you really like to. And if you want to watch more videos from me, then you can subscribe to my channel. It's free. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and don't forget to give your review or your feedback in the comment section below, because it helps me so much. Okay, and if you want me to come up with another video or another another book, if you want me to make videos on, please let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to come up with a new video. That would be all for this video. So bye, take care.